In today's video, we'll be doing some price analysis on Enjin. Hello and welcome to my channel. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to be notified when I'm going to be publishing new content. And in today's video, we will be talking about Enjin coin, which is ticker ENJ. I have done some videos on this in the past, but I've never gone really into price analysis. So what I want to do is have a look at some key statistics first, and then we'll jump over Trading View and have a look at where I think we could get some good potential investment areas to buy in. So Enjin coin, like I said, is ticker ENJ. Today's coin price is around 15 cents, and we are 1.93% up on today's trading. We have a total supply of 1 billion Enjin, and out of those we have 821.2 million in circulation. We have a 24-hour volume of around $6.7 million, and the market cap is at $127 million. Today's date is the 23rd of September 2020. Scrolling down, one key area I'm interested in is the all-time highs, and that was 49 cents. And that was pretty much towards the end of that bull run that we had late 2017 all the way through to 2018 January time. So that's what we had there. And to finish up on here, just looking at market pairs, as you can see, Binance is getting quite a substantial amount of volume against BTC and Tether. Then you got BKX is getting a whopping 27%. And we are listed on quite a few exchanges here. We have at least 92 recognised pairs. Some of them aren't getting the volume, but we have a fair bit of volume on the bigger exchanges up here, and that's what you're pretty much looking for. Personally, I've not used BKX before, but I use Binance a lot, and it is a good platform to trade on. So let's jump over to Trading View now, and we'll run over some key areas of support and resistance and where we could potentially get some good buy orders in. Here we have Enjin versus Tether. This is on the weekly time frame on Binance, and what I want to start off by doing is just marking a couple of key areas of support and resistance, so it will give us some market structure in place. So we'll start off with a horizontal range. We'll start a little bit higher and see if we can get any levels up here. So as you can see, we have a key area of resistance there. We bounced off at area twice, and sorry, we rejected off at area twice. So I'll just change that to weekly. I'm going to potentially try and get some low levels in here because I do think the price is going to come down, so that's a spoiler alert. We have one level here, as you can see, it rejected off that wick and it acted as support there. Change that to a weekly. I want to get about 4 or 5 of these in, moving down. Looks like we have a bit of a key level there, you could say. Bounced up off that wick, so there acted as resistance, come away through, acted as support there. Weekly. See if we've got any further down we can target. What I'm interested in, some really low if we can get them. Seems like we have one around there. So these two wicks acted as resistance, resistance, resistance there, resistance. That is a very key area there. And let's see if we can get any around here. I'm sure I've seen one previously. No, it doesn't look like we got one. Let's see if we can get one a little bit lower. Yes, we've got one there as well. So with that, if you look at that wick, that one there acted as support, and then it came back down, acted as support probably 2 or 3 times, and it's come away through. It hanged around that wick, so we've got a little bit of a few levels of weekly support there. These are going to be levels that I think we can target in the future. So that's weekly. We've got a few levels there. I can't really see anything within this midriff. You could say there's one there, but I'm not going to go into that. Let's jump into a daily time frame. Let's just take a little zoom out first. And on the 13th of March, back then, that's when Bitcoin had that 57% dump, and everything dropped in price. Bitcoin dumped and everything else followed it, and ever since then, everything has been on pretty much a good run. If you look at it as a price perspective, so we take that bottom wick down there, which was the 13th of March, all the way up to the top when we wicked up, and we've had a 712% price raise since March, so it's been on a good run. As you can see, we've started to roll over now, but we will just get rid of that, so that gives you a perspective of how much we've gone up. What I want to do next is just have a look at some key areas of daily support, if we've got any on the daily time frame. First I want to mark this level up here. This goes all the way through to that wick there, acted as resistance there, and then it bounced off it a couple of times as support, and then it obviously acts as quite a big area of support. So I'll change that to a daily time frame. Daily, there we go. So that's a daily level. See if we can get it a little bit lower down here, because I think we're gonna, like I say, I think we're gonna go lower. If you look at them 2 top wicks there, that is quite a key area. It goes all the way from there, so it acted as support there, and then it acted as resistance, come all the way through. And I think that's enough market structure in place. What I want to do is actually mark that bottom up as well. So we'll mark that as red, so that gives us an area where is the bottom. So we'll mark that as red, because we don't want to go down there unless things get really messy. So first of all, let's put the hitman on. This works out when there's a shift in market momentum, and it gives you a bullish or a bearish signal. Currently, we are in a bearish downtrend, as you can see on the 2nd of September. Pretty much the beginning of September, we entered quite a bearish month, and it's been well known over the years that September is also a shite month for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So as you can see, we had that bearish indicator, and we have started to come down. We bounced off this area of levels around 14 cent quite a few times, probably 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 times we've bounced off this area. So that is pretty much a key area. If we lose this area, I do think we're going to go down. So with regards to looking at where we can get an investment opportunity and where I think we could buy them, we need to put the Fibonacci on this. I've got it down here. And what I'm going to do is line it up with the bottom of that closed body on my daily time frame, all up to when we close. So as you can see here, we had a double top, and ever since that double top, we've started to come down. And what I pretend usually to do is, what I like to do is target the 618 level if I'm looking for an investment opportunity. And what I would do is I'll usually put a box down here, if I pick the right one. Put a box around here, and I think this is usually the area where I want. In fact, I'd even bring it down to a week level. This is the area where I think could be a potential area to buy in if Bitcoin dumps. I think it's going to dump, but that's just my opinion. We might not dump, we might absolutely flip round and turn bullish. I think to turn bullish, I think we need to break this, probably this week level first, and if we start pumping and break this level, then I will flip my sentiment and I will become bullish. That's the same for BTC. If we just look at BTC here, I think if we break this area up here, I think we'll flip bullish. We need to burn that 12k region and then flip bullish. Don't look at that because it might scare you. I'll just scroll back down to Enjin. So yeah, break them areas and I think we'll turn bullish. But for now, I am bearish. I think there's a lot going on in the world. We've COVID-19, we've got a world pandemic. The US Federal Reserve has been printing off dollars left, right and centre. The Tether has been printing out Tether left, right and centre. So I do think we're being propped up and we are going to start coming down. With regards to this area, so I think you should look at targeting anywhere from 9 cent all the way up to around 12 cent. If we do start to come down and we break this key level of daily support here, that is a key level. If we start to break down and we start to come into this box, I'd just move it further down. So probably in the next week or two, depending on what happens in price action, I might revisit this video because we are quite close to that box. And I think that eventually we might be able to start in targeting some of these. Obviously got a key area of weekly support down here at 5 cent. So this is not FUD. I really, really like this project, but we need to be... You need to be wary that things could turn messy across cryptocurrency. I do think that we're going to get some great opportunities to buy lower. So I really, really do like this project, but I just think that if you've watched my last few videos on all the projects and altcoins, my sentiment is the same, and I do think that we're going to roll over. So this is just where I think you could get some potential orders in. If you don't think we're going to come down there, well, there's no harm in putting some orders in. If we never get down there, then you've not lost anything at all. But if it does come down here, and then you've got some pretty much good bags for the future, I do think that all-time highs on this coin will be broken. We're not a million miles off, up at 49 cent. I think they will be broken at some point in the next year or so, but we just need to obviously be wary that things can dump, and I think they will. With regards to if you trade in BTC, let's just put that as a bang this up and see what we can get if you trade in BTC. So I'll bang the Fibonacci again from that bottom, move around. We'll take it around that bottom wick, unless actually, no, I'm not going to go far, but we'll take from March around when we had that big dump, and all the way up to that double top there. Again, we've already smashed through the 618 level where I prefer to buy. So next level is a 786 level, and possibly even down to that level there. So you're talking anywhere from 870 sats all the way up to around 1200 sats could be a good area to buy in. So like I say, the same with USDT. Just monitor it. If the price does start to come down, if you have some orders in place, then I'd just pull them out and wait for it potentially to come down further. If it doesn't, then buy in this area. This what could happen really. We could, where's my arrow? We could start pushing down. We could go into that box, consolidate a bit, and then boom back up. But if it starts coming down and we get towards these levels, then I think you should just move your box down, or even leave your box there. And if it comes back up, and then buy back in your buy zone, because I do think eventually things are going to bounce. I think we've got a couple of shit months ahead of us. Leading up to the elections, things could be shit. The dollar could start pumping and take it out on crypto and precious metals, and then everything else could start pumping after that. So I do think we've got quite a dodgy few months coming up, but that should be taken as a opportunity for the long term. So that will wrap it up for today's video. That is just some technical analysis on Enjin Coin, and where I think you should, well, you could potentially get some good buy orders in. So that will wrap it up for today's video. Please make sure you do like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.